Hey everybody, it's Birdman again with Legends of Nirvana, and I'm doing another video on some games that I've played in a solo way, but also maybe multiplayer. But this one I played both solo and as a multiplayer game, and the game is called Neon Rain. Before I get started though, make sure you hit that like button and that follow button so you can see upcoming videos the Legends are doing, and hopefully find something that you would like to play. So with Neon Rain, this is a 2024 game. Now the overall rank is 7,500. Individual rating is 7.6. Plays 1 to 2 people in 10 to 15 minutes, which is very accurate. I played this multiple times and it was super fast. For ages 8 and up, which I also think is accurate, and you'll see why. It's kind of neat. The card play that it's pretty simple. Designed by Aaron Hine and Manny Trimling. If you've not heard of him, he's an excellent artist and may have seen his artwork in lots of different games like Dice Thrones. Art by Manny Trimling. Published by Neon Night Games, which is a trademark of Chip Theory Games, and you'll be able to see that quality as I talk about the quality of components. And the MSRP on the Chip Theory website is $34.95. I did see a little bit cheaper at Card House for $24.95. Company I haven't heard of called Cats and Hat Incorporated. They had it down to $17.95, but I don't know if they're within the United States or not. So it's something to look for though. All right, so Neon Rain basically is a game that's simulating a fighting arcade game. Really neat how they incorporated that theme into the system. So first we'll talk about overall components. This is where you can kind of see Chip Theory's influence into the system. So all the cards are their PVC cards. So extremely durable, waterproof. You don't have to worry about damaging them. The tokens are all acrylic. So you got shield tokens, star tokens, which are really neat. And then you get 3 metal tokens. So these metal tokens are to simulate, like, instead of coins in the arcade machine, it's who won that particular round. So that's 2 out of 3. And so other than that, card quality, you also get these cardboard health counters, but pretty good cardboard quality. So that's the least of the, it's the only non-PVC piece of the game. You also have a universal combo guide. So that also is very, very useful. Once you kind of get the rules down, that's the only thing you need. So it's very, very easy to pick up and to start to play, and it's quick. So I think that's a huge plus for this game. All right, so that's quality. Overall, even though it's just a card game, it's just really good. And the fact that you got the acrylic tokens, the metal coins, it's just awesome. So I'd give it an 8. I'd give it higher if there's more of it, but it's just cards and a few tokens. So at least an 8. It's really good quality though. Highly recommend as far as quality goes. I wish a lot of other companies really utilize the PVC cards. The only complaint with those is that they're slippery. But other than that, just the fact of how durable they are is just so cool. So, all right, I'd give it an 8. Then we got Rulebook. So when it comes to the Rulebook, it's very short, very quick, and it works very well. So like I said, once you get the Rulebook down, just these the aids is all you really need to remind yourself on how to play. So overall, the rule book is a total of 12 pages, but a lot of it's artwork. It's got an FAQ. It's got the credits page, where it really actually only talks about the rules is 1 page, how to play. And then the rest of it is just explanations for some of the abilities that you're playing in the game, specifically universal combos. And then it's got a page for solo mode. So it's really that simple. It's really cool. So it's super effective. It's short, colorful, pretty, easy to read. I'll give it a 9. When it comes to theme, it oozes theme. So again, the theme of the game is that you're playing a character in a fighting game, and you're fighting against somebody else, whether it's against the computer or another player. And the way it's done is through card play, but it really feels like a fighting game, as I'll explain in the playthrough section. So Manny did a fantastic job on the artwork. Mainly the artwork is in your character cards. So you have 2 different sets. You have the computer and you have the player sets. Little differences between the two, but just the artwork for the characters is just beautiful. So Manny's artwork is always fantastic, and this doesn't disappoint. So thematic wise, granted, it's the cards themselves for the card play that you got. Very simple. The artwork on the characters are really good. There's just not a whole lot of it. So I can't give it a 10 because there's not a super large amount of art, but the theme is still really good. I'll give it a 9. It's really that good, man. That fun to play. So, and it just oozes the theme through the card mechanic and card play. Just really feels like that video game, fighting game. So it's really cool. So I'll give it a 9. So now when it comes to gameplay, so again, this is a 1 to 2 player game. So if you're playing 2-player, each player has their own deck of cards. When you're playing against the AI, you got a solo deck. So what you would do is then you would just pick which color you want. They're exactly the same. So you just want to make sure that whichever one you pick, you have to shuffle it because you got several different cards. First type of card you got is button presses. So hitting the punch or kick buttons. So you got a couple of different kick button or just button presses that you got. So A, B, X, and Y. And so other than that, you also have joystick direction. So which direction are you pushing the joystick? Up, down, left, right. So you have all those. And then finally, you have some special cards that allow you to do blocking, throwing, and combo breaking. And those are important based off of the gameplay and the order of the cards you play in. So basically what you're doing is you're drawing 7 cards. But you're going, if you're the attacker, or it's your turn, you're going to play 3 of those cards. The goal is going to be highlighted in your universal combo sheet here. And you want to try and do, if you draw the right cards, button presses or joystick presses to be able to gain a bonus. So for example, if you play 2 of the same card, whether it's a joystick press or button press, you get a bonus. Joystick presses specifically give you an extra star. I'll explain those in a minute. The button presses give you an extra damage. Now that's the universal combo, but there's more that you can stack on that. So if you do, since you're playing 3 cards, you could potentially play 2 of the same card plus a third one that would give you an additional combo. So for example, it says if you hit the right joystick and then you have the 2 colors, then you get an additional damage, but you can also gain health and you can gain shields based off of which direction button that or card that you play. So right, left, and down plus those button presses give you additional combos that you can do. So really cool. And that's when you're attacking. But when you're defending, in other words, the other person or the AI is doing their thing, you're going to be able to play 2 cards to defend against it. And depending on which 2 cards you play, you may be able to get some bonuses out of it as well. So, for example, if it says if you hit the down button or down joystick or the left joystick, you gain, it doesn't prevent any damage from being done, but you get potentially shields and stars and extra health. But then you got the block, the throw, and the combo breaker. The throw will be able to remove any of the joystick presses. So if you play that throw and you're stopping at one of the joystick presses, that would prevent them from doing that universal combo. The block is a button press. So again, if someone's playing 2 Y buttons and you play a block, it's defending one of those Ys, that disrupts the combo. And then finally you got the combo breaker itself, which just completely eliminates the entire universal combo. And so you get no attack at all, no damage, and they don't get anything out of it as well. So it's really, really cool playing that combo breaker. But you only have a couple in the entire deck. And you only have so many blocks, you only have so many throws. It looks like you only have 2 combo breakers in your entire deck. So that's not going to happen very often. And you have a huge deck of cards. So the solo deck is what's going to be played during the computer's turn. So you're going to play your 3 cards, and then at the solo deck, it's the AI's turn or the computer's turn. You're going to have a defense section that you're going to play against. So they'll be able to negate some of the stuff you just did. But if it's the computer's turn to attack, they have an attack section. And so you would play those button presses out just like it was a real player, paying attention to the universal combos. So if they pull one off, they get those bonuses as well. And one of the goals is to build up star power. So as a human player, you have your own deck of characters you choose from. So for example, if you got to play Tobo, he needs 10 star power. But if you can, as soon as you build up 10 star power, his ability goes off. And so you do 10 undefendable damage, which is awesome, and you get 3 shields. And shields allow you to prevent damage being dealt to you. And then in addition to that, they always have an ongoing effect. So basically, you're looking at when will that be able to activate. And that might be able to help during your normal turns, maybe able to help you get more stars, more defense, more heart, do more damage, all kinds of different ones based off of who you're playing. Now, the computer has its own stack of characters you're going to play. So you're going to play from the normal deck, and then you're going to play against the computer deck. And the computer deck has the same type of stuff. They got star power with what they do and some kind of ongoing ability. So you're playing both sides, with the goal being defeating the computer. So you have your own health. The computer has its own health. Get them down to 0 before you do. You get to win the game. So very simple, very quick. I had a blast playing this. I probably played it like 5 times in one day alone. I was at a convention in northern Indiana. Not a lot of people was coming around at the time, so myself and a couple of the guys that was helping Chip Theory at the booth, we got to play this several times throughout the day. Just had a blast. Had fun teaching it as well. And a lot of kids came through, got to play it. They loved it. So really can't say enough just how simple and fast and fun this is. And the fact that you have so many different characters adds a lot of variety as well. So it won't feel so samey as you're playing the game. And the fact that your decks are so thick, it's going to be hard to be able to play the same way every single time. So overall, it's such a fun game. It's like great filler game. I'd have to give this a 9. I really enjoyed this game. If you got to play Neon Rain, what did you think of it? What did you think of the artwork? What did you think of the quality? I thought the card quality is excellent. So what did you think of it? Did you have a lot of fun playing it? Did you feel it was too light, or did you feel it was just right? Did you get to feel like you were playing a character in a fighting game like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? So let me know what you thought. Thank you. Have a great night.